Hello, friends, and welcome to the Noclip podcast, brought to you from outside of a hotel in beautiful Irvine, California. I'm out here waiting for Frank to turn up, who promised me Mexican food. It better be goddamn good Mexican food, because we're close to the border down here. At least that's my reasoning. Jeremy's not with us tonight. He has already had a beer and some falafel, apparently, from our previous appointment down here. We're down here for two gigs. One is a secret type one, and then tomorrow we'll probably talk about it, I guess. Tomorrow we're at a studio for a Noclip documentary, which we're all very excited about. It's one of our favorite games of 2020. It was one of the 2020 games of Noclip's Game of the Year, pretty sure. I forgot which random award we gave it. But before we get into all that, and before Frank gets here, and before this beautiful car drives past, wow, this gorgeous 70s, I don't even know what you call that. It's not a convertible. Should ask this guy when he comes out. Unless this is Frank. Oh, Frank's pulling up. I'm not going to ask the guy about his car. Hey, what's up, Frank? I'm recording the podcast. How are you?
This is great. This is like, whatever, Cash Cab.
Cash Cab? What's Cash Cab?
It's an American trivia show where you get in the cars and then people ask you questions.
Are they stealing people?
No, I don't know. I think they actually would have real city NYC taxi cabs.
Oh.
So we have to give you a trivia question. You got into the Cash Cab, Danny.
Wait, so I have to ask you a question, or you have to ask me a question?
I think I have to ask you a question.
Okay, ask me a question.
Let's see.
Could the question be, who are our Battle Pass holders?
Yeah. Okay, wait, Danny, for 100 achievement points, who are the Noclip Battle Pass holder patron supporters?
Okay, the Battle Pass patron supporters are, as I bring up my phone, because I diligently took a photograph before I left the hotel room. I have no idea if this is recording properly, by the way. It looks like it's not giving me the right levels, but we're just going to see.
Yeah.
But you know who is giving us the right level of funding is Harry Flanagan, Battle Royale Games, Arno, Richard Matherson, James Brown, Jason Drury, Mark Rojas, Ryan Cobb, Tucker Morgan, Crimson Cyclist, Sven Huster, Tim Robinson, Forrest Pruitt, Eric Hamilton Schneider. Could we get an in-car camera lad?
Yeah. Cameron lad.
Alex Sharp, Alex Couchet, George Sakotis, Jacob Godserve, Tohir Tiliev, and Ryson. Thank you all so much. You are all joining us on this SoCal sojourn. Good to see you, Frank.
Yeah, thank you. This is like 10 minutes from where I live, so it's weird.
To have Noclip all up in your your grill.
I was gonna say, now I want to take you to Book Off, or if we have time tomorrow, because I always talk about Book Off.
You do.
Yeah, they also just opened an anime exclusive Book Off in Irvine. So it's actually not too far, I think, from where we're at tomorrow.
What's it called? It's just called Book Off?
It's called Book Off. It might be like Book Off Anime Edition or something, but it's just called Book Off. They have figures. Yeah.
Your car, I just want to paint a mental picture here. There is a ghost face, what do you call that? It's a air freshener.
Yeah, air freshener.
And then we also have a Parappa the Rappa, beautiful little plushie hanging from the top.
That's right.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Nice wheels.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a 2016 Kia Soul, but
hell, man.
Is the term called like a hatchback? I like it because it's small, but it's extremely roomy. So I always throw stuff in the back. It can fit my bike. When I used to do a lot more video shoots, like all camera equipment, when I used to teach, we would just throw stuff in the back. So it's great.
You get a nice engine in it. You can call it a hot hatch.
Yeah.
You could be like a little boy racer.
Yeah. Or put an ice cream cone on top and have machine guns like Twisted Metal.
Oh my God, was that a Twisted? Yeah, was that a GTA?
There was a so in Vice City, you drove a cherry truck around and there was some like busting cherries or cherry daddy. There's some pun.
Cherry bomb.
Yeah, and you drove around. You sold like drugs out of the ice cream truck.
Okay, I'm thinking in GTA 1 or something, there was like a selling drugs out of an ice cream truck.
Yep.
Yeah, was there something like that?
Yeah, I think in every game they have it.
There was also the GTA 2, there was the crazies where they rigged up the fire engine with the flamethrower.
Yes, yeah.
Good times.
I was reflecting on that because I remember having to spend like hours trying to capture that mission because I kept dying.
Oh, for the dock.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I know that mission extremely well.
Did you see that Tesla just like hoof it?
Oh yeah, that's also like a meme of Southern California or of Orange County, is everyone has a Tesla, but no one knows how to drive them.
When I go into the rental car place, I had booked like a mid-size whatever, you know, just to be able to throw some stuff in the back. And they were like, "Will you take an EV?" And I was like, "I've never driven an electric vehicle." I was in my head, I was like, "Sure." I was like, "Why?" And they were like, "Oh, like people don't take them. Like when they're renting out their cars, they're like people just are scared of them or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I've never had to go in one, so I don't know what the fuck I'm driving." It's like is it a Kia EV? I've actually no Hyundai. It's a Hyundai something or other. It's fucking weird.
Is it silent when it drives or what?
It is. It's got like mega torque, like you can accelerate like super fast, which is like I did it a couple of times and like all the camera equipment just fucking smashed off the back of the car. It's got like those handles that disappear, which I hate because I'm always scared like what happens if they don't pop out. It has the one thing I keep doing is walking away with it on.
Oh my god.
There's something about when I park and I hit park and then I don't turn the off button, so I'll walk away and go to lock it and all the doors will still like the handles are pointing out as if to signal to me, motherfucker, this car is still turned on. And I'm like, just turn yourself off. I don't know what the deal is. So but it's been fine. We've been doing this project. You've not been part of the project. We just filmed.
I'm eager to hear about it.
But your project, well, we can't talk say anything about it, right?
That's where my dad lived. That's the neighborhood.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah. So that's what the last 6 weeks have been coming over here, cleaning it out.
Oh man.
And now we don't have to go in there anymore, so I'm happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're somewhat happy. I'm sure there'll be part of you that misses going in there.
Oh yeah, no, it's very brutal, but happy I don't have to throw any more of his stuff away or think about it. And
so that's all done. House getting sold.
Yeah. So the cool thing, I posted a clip on Twitter and I can show you later, but I rescued my dad's VHS CRT from his room.
Oh, you're kidding.
And we had boxes of family tapes.
Oh wow.
So I don't have to play the audio, but I found a video of him in Russia in 1987.
What? And who had a video camera?
My dad was super into cameras and technologies.
Dude, look at this.
Right? So in the spirit of the tapes, I have so many of my dad's tapes. I just ordered like a mini DV to VHS converter on Amazon.
Awesome. Yeah, it does the job.
So now I'm excited to see all this stuff. There's like footage of my mom and dad skiing in Russia in like 1989.
Wow.
My dad would interview me every birthday.
Is that a battleship he's recording?
Yeah. So my dad was obsessed with World War II history. So he just went around Russia, or at the time USSR, to historic battle sites and city. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was adorable how much he liked history, and he passed that on.
That was
to
St.
me.
Peter's Square he was in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And when was the last time you were in Russia? Because you traveled as a kid,
2002, 2001.
Okay.
It might have been 2001. So I've seen all those photos. It's. I will say, going through all my dad's stuff, is I have such a sharp visual map of every like age of my life, every era.
Really?
Like, because my mom and I've just been going through all these photos, and it's all these memories I just haven't thought about in forever.
Right.
So it's been very like dense, but also kind of, I guess, therapeutic in seeing these memories and making positive associations again.
Right.
Not just thinking about the shit you're embarrassed by as a kid, but the things that you're like, I've been getting nostalgic. My dad would take me to movies. My dad would take me to foreign movies as a kid. Expose me, like.
Wow.
Yeah, like go to
expose you.
Yeah, like just like encourage me to read subtitles, things like that. Foreign movies. Close to us in Irvine was a Sega GameWorks, a Sega City.
Oh,
so it was a Sega arcade, and at the time they would have the newest games. And then on the street here in El Toro was a nickel arcade called Nickel, and he would take me and give me like $10, and I'd play all night as he would just read the newspaper or read books. Kidding. And so he would take me to any new arcade over across Orange County. So I've been this street, El Toro specifically. My dad was also a real estate agent, so he would like sell property and even like units around this area. So
right.
Yeah, this is
it's all steeped in Howley history.
Yeah, so it's
I'm here.
It's nice.
I'm in the middle of the Howleyverse.
It's true. Yeah.
And where are we going? So I was like, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
I was stuck in LA traffic for 2 hours. I fucking hate being in a car. let's go grab some food close by or something. So where are we going?
So I recommended Wahoo's, which is a SoCal chain. It's not like a San Diego authentic Mexican food. It's more California, maybe kind of whitewashed, but it's still really, really good.
Okay. Can I get a burrito with fries in it?
I think so. Ooh, you know what?
Isn't that a San Diego?
That's a California burrito, yeah.
Yeah.
So that you would need like a legit Mexican food place. We can look at this place, but I do like this. But yeah, this is very fun. This feels like Huell Hauser giving I know people can't see it, but I can paint a picture. We're driving by a Jack in the Box that was a San Diego-based fast food chain all over.
Is Jack in the Box from San Diego?
It's from San Diego.
Where's Sonic from?
Sonic? I don't know, but there is a Sonic, I think, here on El Toro.
Okay.
I haven't tried much of it. There used to be a Chronic Tacos. I don't know if it's still there. Now it's a dump.
Chronic Tacos.
Yeah, Wee Man owned it.
Fucking Jay and Silent Bob's fucking taco store. Did you know Eminem has a spaghetti restaurant in Detroit now?
No.
Called Mom's Spaghetti.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not. He was like doing promo because the Detroit Lions were in like a wild card game on the weekend, and they had like Marshall Mathers talking up his fucking Mom's Spaghetti. Like he like I don't know if he has any Italian heritage. You know what I mean? But he's like, I made that one lyric in that song. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, I love celebrities opening chains. There was one day I went on YouTube on a rabbit hole and just looked up Planet Hollywood videos of like Bruce Willis, Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, like
just turning up at a Planet Hollywood.
Yes, it's the coolest stuff. There's like an Hollywood special of them at like the Las Vegas Planet Hollywood premiere. Pauly Shore is there. It's just I love chain restaurants, and so it's a shame because there used to be a lot of rainforest cafes in the area.
Oh man! Did you watch that video of what's his face going to every rainforest cafe in America?
Who did that?
What's his name? There's the YouTuber. I forget. Okay. God, people are screaming at their podcast names.
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name. He's the guy with the mustache. Him and his brother do a bunch of YouTube videos. But he went to every rainforest cafe in America. Yeah. My wife loves rainforest cafe. Yeah. We brought my daughter to the one in Vegas recently.
Oh, it's so good.
Where else we go? There's one in Florida. There used to be one outside Disney and it's closed now, right?
Yep. It used to be part of downtown Disney and I loved it.
All right, Pizza the King.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Wahoo's. Wahoo! See, it's like a Mario thing.
Yeah.
There we go. I hope this audio is okay for you guys. We're outside now. Once again, you can probably hear all the beautiful ambient Los Angeles noises. It's just cars. That's all that is. Cars. All right. We got a Jersey Mike's. We got a Panda Express. Could be anywhere in America right now, Frank.
Beautiful suburbia.
Except for Wahoo's.
Yeah, I like Wahoo's.
I'm sure they won't mind. I'll just say this is like my heart monitor for my it's my diabetes beeper or something. Need to make sure I have it on at all times. Oh, I like that. I like the look. Okay. Oh, it's kind of fusion with seafood a bit, is it?
I always get like an enchilada plate. You can pick what you want with it. They have
Outer Reef burritos. Oh yeah, this is like straight up like seafood.
Yeah.
Mexican stuff. Outer Reef burrito. Oh, there's people behind me. Shit, I don't know what I'm getting. Hawaiian onion ring burrito. Oh no, they're good. They're good. Protein bowls. What are you gonna get? I'm gonna get
a 2 enchilada plate. Although or maybe should I get a burrito?
Lee's Screaming I might get that.
I'll get that too.
Spicy chicken, rice, mushrooms. Hell yeah. Cheese, cilantro, sauce, and Mr. Lee's spicy. Oh man. All right, you go first. I'm gonna game time it. Hawaiian onion ring burrito. Oh, maybe that Hawaiian onion ring burrito. Oh, I'm getting that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. No worries. Where's Frank gone? Frank's disappeared. Oh, there he is. I was wondering where he went. All right. Yeah, you got your. I'm gonna get my soda now. It's a nice restaurant. It's got skate and surf shit everywhere. Volcom. It's got decks all over the walls. Feeling good. Feeling hungry. How's that water? Freshly squeezed. All right. Shout out to Jesse, who's gonna have to produce this whole thing, especially because we're recording this on is today Wednesday? Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, so it's Wednesday night. He usually gets the recordings Wednesday like morning. So shout out to Jesse Garasha. Apologies to the YouTube crowd. There's gonna be no video of this, but we can only do so much. This was bad planning on my part to try and get a podcast out the week we were filming for 5 days straight or whatever it is. It's got surfboards on the roof. There's bicycles. We've picked the corner, which means that they're gonna have to walk the furthest to bring us our food. Hopefully there's not too much licensed music.
Yeah.
Sorry to turn our social event into
No,
work.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We were gonna record a podcast like remotely.
Yeah, yeah.
Which seemed like especially stupid considering you were like 5 minutes down the road. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No, it's great. Again, I couldn't believe how close you were. Like the comic book shop I go to on Wednesdays is like on a different street more south, but I'm always coming here. And then my mom and I have been coming on the street every day for weeks, and so I was like, all right, I don't have to come down here anymore. And it's like, oh, okay.
Random reason. I think Jeremy's somewhere. I texted him just before, and he was he just had a beer and some of the falafel. We were filming in like a big studio office thing, and they did like catered food, so we had a bunch of Mediterranean food, I guess. So this is Greek, so. But we might as well tell them where we're filming. I mean, it's kind of stupid that So we're down in Irvine. This is actually historic for us. Did you know this is the first time we've ever revisited a studio? In 7.5 years of Noclip. This is the first time we've gone back to a studio.
Wow.
So we're going to Obsidian tomorrow to talk to Josh Sawyer and his crazy collaboration friends about Pentiment, which is a pretty dope game from a couple of years back. And I think, I'm sorry, I can't eat this chip. I'm not holding this chip because I'm talking too much. The last time we were there was for
Outer Worlds?
The Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
The Outer Worlds?
The Outer Worlds.
The Outer Worlds. We still have trouble with that. Which was like right before COVID, I think?
I think it was like the last thing you shot, but I don't think you edited it immediately. But I remember capturing it during COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't come to that shoot though.
No, that was I didn't go to the shoot. I think I was still doing remote work.
Yeah. So it should be good. Looking forward to it. Jeremy's jumping in the edit on this one. I've just realized I'm just going to be eating on this podcast. I'm not sure how long this is. You all know how long this is. I have no idea. Could be over in 5 minutes.
Yeah. We can also take a break if we want to record more later after we... Yeah.
Frank with the ideas. Jeremy's going to be editing it right away.
Okay.
So we're going to jump right into it. So it'll be out, I don't know, probably February? We'll see. Depends how much have you captured so far?
I mean, I've been...
You've been busy.
Blocked. Yeah. Just getting back into it. I will say it's pretty easy to play. It feels like playing a comic book or like even like a Telltale game or something where it's just like, oh, this is great. Like, yeah.
Just way more religion.
Yeah.
Than maybe your average Telltale game.
Yeah.
Way more weird Renaissance history. Oh, it's not even Renaissance. It's like 18th century.
That's where I'd be interested to hear like his team talk about just why this subject, B, their interest in history. Yeah, how do you even get hooked on? I mean, Jeremy, I think he said is a theology major, or was it?
Jeremy's like a religion major and religion and film he did.
Wow.
He should be the one doing the interview.
Yeah.
I was talking to him about it earlier. I was like, he was texting me being like, oh, if you want to do a bit of like chat about it before tomorrow, like, let's do it. And I was like, if ever there was a documentary where I'm going to turn around and ask you to throw some questions their way, it's gonna be tomorrow. Yeah, this is so in his wheelhouse. Yeah, I'm excited to. I just like, how the fuck did they pitch this game? It's such a weird game, especially like inside a studio that makes like, I don't know, like real games.
Yeah.
I mean? Like not indie weird. Like, it's so cool. I'm so glad it exists. And it kind of reminds me of like the Immortality doc, where like nobody's gonna do a documentary about this. Nobody's gonna like spend the time to like fly down here to interview them about this game, you know, because it's just like views on YouTube would never account for it. So it's a really good example of like the Patreon model working out for us.
Yeah.
Because like it'll be so worthwhile, and just like Immortality, it's such a singular game. Like no other game is like this game. So we need to capture the development story, you know.
I was also gonna say, I feel like Pentiment. There's also a million games that fly under the radar, so I don't know how many people have actually discovered or cracked into it. Yeah, because I think it did come out the exact same year as Immortality too. So which also launched on Game Pass. Every year, more and more games keep coming out.
Is Pentiment on Game Pass still?
Yeah. I think it was one of those games that maybe because it's a Game Pass game, they had secured distribution or whatever.
I think you're right. I think he said if Game Pass didn't exist, Pentiment. Yeah. We have to ask him about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Man. All right, we're gonna have food come in a second.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a little bit. See if we sound more sluggish when we stop. Bye.
There, and then go to the other book off, which is even better. and we can be there until they kick us out.
Frank's gonna get me to go to all these book offs.
Let's do it.
How far are the book offs?
Like the first one's 16 minutes away, and then the other one's 10 minutes away.
Did you say 60 or
16?
Okay.
If you want to refill your drink.
Oh, I do want to refill my drink. I had a Pepsi Max.
No, there's a few anime girls I'm looking for, so if they have...
Wait, you just said there's a few anime girls you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where they live?
Yeah, it's going down.
Okay. Review of the burrito. My burrito was absolutely insane. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was like top 5 burritos maybe I've ever had. That was super good. If you're in SoCal, you probably come here already. I got the, what was it? The onion ring one? I think it was. Onion ring burger. It had like a lot. I don't know. I'm not a food scientist. I can't tell you what was in it. It just tasted good. Frank, what did you get again?
The Hawaiian onion ring burrito. I got the Mr. Lee's Screamin' Chicken Burrito.
Okay, yeah. Whew. I'm a full boy. Frank ate his burrito in like fucking 2 minutes. It was impressive. Alright, try not to spill this Pepsi. Fucking zero sugar. Why can't you guys just call it Pepsi Max over here like regular people? My friend Dale was the one who... I thought they just didn't have Pepsi Max in America. I thought you stopped making it or something. And then one day my buddy Dale was like, oh yeah, they sell it in the grocery store. It's called Pepsi Zero Sugar. And I've been living here like 6 years. 6 fucking years. Neither's in Ireland. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, good stuff. You have any time for video games these days, Frank, with all your adult responsibilities?
So I will say, I mean, I started to feel more normal last week. And in preparation for the Japan trip, I decided to completely finish Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. I platinum trophied it.
Holy shit, they don't let you in unless you do that.
Yeah, they'll check my PlayStation card. No, so I platinumed it after a total of 24 hours. So I loved it. It's also a sign of a good game if I actually choose to platinum it.
And for a Yakuza game, 24 hours to platinum seems kind of economical.
A lot of them to go all the way are like 60 to 80 hours. Right. I never platinum them. I will beat them and then do a little bit of cleanup and then move on. But all the mini games in this were good. There was a Coliseum mode, which was just basically a giant like beat 'em up brawler.
It's like Skyrim.
Like a gladiator. So that was very fun. So I got all the trophies in that. Wasn't too hard. Since then, between what I'm playing now, a few days ago I saw Godzilla -1 in theaters.
Okay. So can you tell me, because people have been, Godzilla -1, there's been a sort of a mini backlash to it, people being like, all right, calm down, it's not that good, it's just a good Godzilla movie.
I would compare it to the same way when people were hyped on Top Gun Maverick, where it's like, it's not the best movie ever, but that was a great, like, not literally, but like a Hollywood blockbuster of like, oh, it has all the beats, that was entertaining. Godzilla -1 is basically Jaws with Godzilla. It's like there's a giant monster. They gotta figure out how to kill it. It's great. It's simple. It's very like Spielberg. Like it's awesome.
I really like the Godzilla one that came out. That like, was it Gareth Edwards did it?
So I haven't seen that, but yeah, that was Godzilla. So now because I've
one in San Francisco.
Yeah, so
I fucking love. Yeah. I think that's one of the best. Like I think that does scale better than, and that's no pun intended. Yeah. I think that does scale like better than like any monster movie I've ever. And there's a lot of fucking fluff in it. Yeah. And there's weird parts where like I don't need a lot. Like there's a lot of nonsense in it, but like, man, that's the whole everything that happens in San Francisco, especially because SF does get that like foggy and weird. Yeah. There's one shot where a bunch of these motherfuckers jump out of a plane and do a halo drop.
Oh hell yeah.
And they're all holding red flares. And there's a shot of like the San Francisco skyline, and like there's like a cloud bank, and then the shot before it is they're like coming down. It looks like something out of a fucking like a Renaissance painting where they're coming down through the clouds in like the sunset, and then there's more clouds, and it's fucking, and they have that whole like, you know, Godzilla movies, they do the whole like weird Japanese chorus shit.
Yeah,
where it's like, you know, like what the fuck? It's like, it's all that stuff. It's fucking, they chew it up. It's wonderful. But so, anyway, -1. I'm hyping up the Godzilla people don't like.
So I saw Godzilla -1, and I was like, wow, this is great.
Right.
And then over the next 3 days, I watched 3 more Godzilla movies.
Oh, did you? What'd you watch?
So I watched. I've been watching the movies from the '90s era, which are perfectly cheesy, great practical effects. So I watched Godzilla vs. Biolante, which is.
Is this the Mexican one or something?
No, so. This feels like the inspiration for Resident Evil. In it, they have a scale, like a scale from Godzilla they call the G cell. And a scientist fuses the G cell with a rose, and then that plant
You're kidding.
fuses into basically plant B42 from Resident Evil 1, the giant like tentacle. There are tentacles in this. This giant plant monster, but it like tries to seduce Godzilla. It's like
what?
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And so I really liked it. Godzilla vs. Biollante. There's also one of the scientists is a girl who communicates through telekinesis and can sense Godzilla.
Okay.
So these movies are insane science fiction. The next
Do
one
they go on a date?
No, I don't know. There's a scene in Godzilla vs. Destroya where there's two girls in a helicopter, and like Godzilla, I think, saves the girls from being attacked and like looks at the girls and almost like winks at them.
I've heard there's some movies because like I mean King Kong is basically just that.
Yes.
It's like a bestiality fetish, but like I've heard that there are some of the Godzillas that do a little bit of that. A little bit of a wink and a nod.
Yeah,
and,
Godzilla's really a sweetheart, and people just don't understand him. The one that blew me away was called Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. This movie's incredible. So this Godzilla movie opens in 1992 AD, and citizens of Tokyo are visited by the Futurians from the year 2202. And they have come back to say Godzilla is evil. In the future, he destroys Japan.
Okay.
So we need to destroy Godzilla.
Right.
So to do
this
that,
is the killing baby Hitler.
So to do that, they time travel back to 1942 when Godzilla is a baby.
Oh no.
And they kidnap Godzilla to a different timeline so he won't grow up and destroy Japan. Meanwhile, back in present day 1992. A new monster shows up named King Ghidorah to destroy Tokyo. Godzilla is missing and can't defend Tokyo.
Oh, no.
It turns out the Futurians live in a future where Japan's the #1 empire in the universe. So these American Futurians come back to try to wipe out Japan. And to do that, they have to get rid of Godzilla. It is like a Star Trek episode.
That is great.
Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah is great. And then I watched Godzilla vs. Destroya, in which the tagline is Godzilla dies. But Godzilla Jr. is in it, so it's there's more to it than that. But so I'm gonna watch more. There's like 50 of them. They are so entertaining.
I thought when you said you were watching the '90s Godzilla, I was like, are we talking Puff Daddy?
No.
We're talking Jamiroquai.
No. Although now I'm open to watching any Godzilla movie. But so I watched all the Godzilla movies, and if anyone listening has suggestions which ones to watch, let me know. But I was like, well, damn, I want to play a Godzilla game. There was a PS4 Godzilla game released like in 2014. That retails for $300 used.
Oh, no.
They revoked the license. You can't get it digitally. It is out of print unless we find it at Book Off. So I really want to play it, but it's not worth that.
What a console?
PS4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Until then, my friends and I have been playing Monster Hunter Rise or the expansion Sunbreak.
Yeah.
Which now that I've seen Godzilla, I can now see like kaiju influence in the Monster Hunter games. Because you're just hunting monsters and bugs and stuff, and it's like, oh, this is kind of Godzilla-esque. So I feel like I'm honestly just killing time until Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth comes out in a few weeks.
2 weeks away or something?
Yeah, so I'm afraid to commit myself to any game. So I'm kind of just messing around.
Oh yeah, so you're playing the really approachable Monster Hunter Rise, guy.
Well, I booted up my save file and I had 51 hours, of which I don't remember, but that was during quarantine.
Oh yeah.
So
you're just getting the cat to cook things for
yes.
you the whole time.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I'm just kind of sampling stuff. It's also January. I feel like there aren't many big games coming out yet.
No.
We're soon to hit it, so maybe people are still cleaning.
Do you want to know my case in point? Oh, we're at the Spectrum Center right now.
Yeah.
This is close to where Obsidian is. Awesome. And Nordstrom, as it turns out. Do you want to know my fucking? So I've been playing more tape to tape. You go check out the quick look over on Noclip Crew. Also did a little quick look of Sigil 2.
Oh yeah.
Which I played. I haven't completed it yet. Sorry, I'm blocking your wing mirror. Your side mirror. Sigil 2 is the latest Doom wad from John Romero. It is free to download on his website, or you can spend $7 to get the MP3 soundtrack version. The free wad has a MIDI soundtrack. The MP3 version is well worth the entry price though, because it's got a soundtrack by a guy called Thor, who just ripped it up, super good metal, thrash metal stuff, heavy metal. I was a sicko. I just like John and his works, obviously. Yeah. So I got the boxed version, which was signed and sent over from Ireland, which is great. So there's a little bit of an unboxing video and a quick look of that over on Crew. The Fat Session should be going up. I think it's going up tomorrow. I gotta double check. But we have a new show on Noclip Crew. We're going all in on Crew. There's a Patreon for Crew now. you go to patreon.com/noclipcrew. It's a free Patreon. I think we have 800 members already, which is pretty incredible. Thank you all so much. But we're going to basically try for 3 months probably just to try out some shit. We're going to try out some shows. I've been reaching out to people for the past week. We got some really cool sort of friends of Noclip, people who do video essays about video games and people who are in development and stuff lined up to do some fun shows with us. So we're going to just throw it together. We're going to try and make a bunch of cool shit. And then in about 3 months' time, we'll probably just serve it up to people and go all right, you want more of this stuff? We'll do a low entry Patreon, a $3 and a $5 tier kind of thing. But for the next 3 months, we just basically want to get feedback from people. We're going to do some private videos somehow. I have an idea of how to do it on the free Patreon. Patreon doesn't really let you do it, but I think we can DM people links and stuff, so we're going to do that. And just kind of, I don't know, fuck around, find out, see if it works, see if it's fun, see if it's cool. We like doing it. And so that's kind of the idea behind that. But yeah, go check out the Sigil 2 quick look. But apart from that, I've been playing WoW Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. They got that Season of Discovery thing. So they have the... Do you know about this?
Yeah, I started playing it and then I had to drop it, but it's it's a hybrid between Classic and there's new spells, new abilities. It's wild.
Yeah, so it's WoW Classic. When you join WoW Classic, you can join but it's kind of complicated now because they have casual. Then they also have you can be part of Lich King Classic, I guess.
Okay.
At the moment is where they're at. So that means Cataclysm Classic is coming soon, which just seems insane to me. I'm playing vanilla WoW Classic, but with this Season of Discovery thing, and I guess one of the big differences is I think quests give you 40% more XP than in vanilla regular WoW in Season of Discovery. So they're basically trying to take the grinding out, so you can level up faster, and you have to do a lot of the grinding at certain stages. And then they have a bunch of kind of new stuff in there, they have runes, these new runes you can collect, and you can bind them to I think they bind to I want to say armor sets or armor pieces maybe. So it adds a bit more flavor to it. I'm early on. I'm still level, what am I, 12 maybe at the moment.
Okay, have you done Ragefire Chasm yet?
No, which one? That's a horde one, but is
that's the horde one inside Orgrimmar.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
it's the first dungeon you can do.
So I'm basically out there. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's the dead mines of orcs. So I did roll an orc. I called him Otsego. He looks like Wayne Static. Otsego is a Static X reference too. So I was thinking I want to play this and make it feel like 2004.
Yes.
So I've just been listening to a lot of Static X and playing WoW Classic. I turned 38 a couple of weeks ago, which I'm sure has absolutely nothing to do with why I'm doing this. But yeah, it's been a good fucking time, man. You can alt-tab that game so hard.
Yes.
You can just have it running. The music, everything about the music, and we were interviewing a guy today for this secret tape thing who did a lot of the UI for the original launch of WoW. Yeah. And I was just talking to him about that because I was dude, it had nothing to do with what we were talking about, but I just wanted to talk to him about it because it was man, that fucking UI, everything about that game, just the music, the sound of all those little, the coins in your little bag when you finish a quest, and hitting accept and then and all those little noises. I fucking for sure thought we were going to crash there. That was dope. Oh, no, that was not your fault. I could not see the road. Yeah, it's just a good time. WoW I feel like every couple of years I just got to go back and give myself a little shot of WoW Classic and remember the good times.
I don't know, for the longest time since I started playing WoW, I would always allow myself at least one part of the year to just go all in on an MMO.
Yeah.
It usually was World of Warcraft. Sometimes it was Final Fantasy 14. I dabble with other games, but it's always a nice homecoming anytime you go back to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's the thing. It does. It feels so good. And I rolled an orc a long time ago, but I was mostly Alliance, so it's fun. I just wanted to. I was feeling I want to play WoW again. I was do I want to do Elven Forest again? I was no, let's do Barrens. Let's just do... And I think I didn't... Because I guess now I could do shit roll a Draenor or something.
Yeah.
I think my main horde one was... I did have an orc at one stage, but I had a... What do you call the fucking cow people again?
Tauren.
I had a Tauren hunter. I like the Taurens. They were cool.
They're a starting area, Thunder Bluff, and...
Yeah.
Beautiful it looks like the Windows XP hills.
Was it 1,000 Needles were they near?
Yeah, that's the second zone. Yeah. It's...
Which was fun. I remember rolling that guy, and being like, oh, I'm 1,000 needles, because you have to be like level, you have to be like level 50 to get to like Tanaris and all that when you're Alliance. It takes quite a while. So it was funny to start. I remember in Cataclysm they flooded all that, didn't they?
Yes, they changed it all up. Yeah. That was the Tanaris was the only zone you could go to level up 40 to 50, and it was such a hassle as an Alliance. It's so miserable.
You had to take the boat over from Stranglethorn and fucking run all the way down there. And if you forgot to like Heartstone your or Soulstone yourself to the whatever it was.
Well, that's
Hearthstone or Soulstone?
Hearthstone is how you get back. But that's why you always were friends with warlocks who could just summon you anywhere.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then mages would teleport people. Yeah, I mean, but again, it's so weird, kind of being nostalgic for that. Of like, back in my day, you had to. Yeah.
Do you know the racetrack in Tanaris?
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but
I think it's called the racetrack. Is it?
Maybe.
I forget. So there is a race.
Shimmering Flats. I think
yes, it's in Shimmering Flats. So there's. When I was doing all my like 4x4ing in the Mojave in Death Valley, there's a place called the Racetrack, and it's a huge salt flat. Wow. And it's called the Racetrack because for years they couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. There was all these big stones that looked like they'd been pushed by somebody, but they were all over this salt flat. These huge boulders that like no human could like push. And there was no marks from anyone else, and they noticed that they were like moving. Like every few years you'd take a picture and they'd all moved and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. And what was going on was, because it's like it's not high desert there actually, but whatever was going on, you'd get a little bit of frost and then these wicked winds, and they'd move the boulders like slowly over years, like a wind would just, and it made this whole thing. So for years I've always wondered, after I saw that, I was like, when I was there, they're like, oh, this place is called the Racetrack and it's a salt flat, and I was like, is this what Tanaris is based on? Is this because the game is made in SoCal, so there's only an hour from Death Valley or from the Mojave anyway. So I've always wanted to like interview whoever, like fucking Samwise Didier or Chris Metzen or whoever at Blizzard was doing that map. I would love to do. That was like when we posted our like projects we'd like to do this year. One of the ones I had was World of Warcraft turns 20 this year. If we could get people at Blizzard to talk about the original map, like how they mapped out Azeroth, that would be fucking cool. I would love that.
And we aren't too far from Blizzard either. Like
we're
right here in Irvine. Oh, this is the weirdest thing. For out of college, I was teaching like filmmaking summer camps, and I had 2 kids, and they were saying how their dad was the CGI director at Blizzard. I'm sure I could look it up and remember the name. But these kids were like talking like talking about, my dad works on World of Warcraft, and I was like, oh my god, tell me everything. And these kids don't know about NDAs.
I bet there was a lot of kids around there whose parents worked on World of Warcraft at some stage.
They were very nice, but I just remember being like, no way.
You should have been like, man, are they Blizzard Team A or Team B?
Yeah. And I think I looked up like the dad on Wikipedia or something. It's like, oh, so it's this guy. So yeah, small world.
Look at all these nice ass cars.
Right? This is Irvine.
Jeez Louise.
I was telling Danny as we were eating, like this area kind of blew up over the last, like, this wasn't like this back when I lived here before San Diego, like 6 years ago. It's kind of really blown up. But yeah, I'm excited.
Fucking Bentley?
Yeah. This is where all the high anime shoppers go. Book off. No, you'll see. It's great.
I guess you're right. This probably, oh god, you're probably right. This has like the highest concentration of wealthy otakus, probably, if anywhere else in the world. And just a huge Asian population in general down here. Alright, here we are. One thing I'll say, it's pretty cold up in the Bay Area at the moment. It's we're recording this on, well, I guess it's only like 2 days before this goes up. January 17th, Wednesday. Yeah, it's nice here. I'm walking around in a shirt. This is great.
It's warmer than it has been. It's 55 degrees right now.
Ooh, is that an Apple Watch?
It is,
Very nice.
But it's too cold to ride my bike because my face gets cold.
Your face gets cold?
I need to get a baklava. What are the Counter-Strike?
Balaclava? Baklava is that like Turkish sweet food that they sell at deli counters everywhere.
I don't know if we'll have time, but Josh Sawyer is huge into biking.
So he is.
I kind of want to ask him, like,
yeah.
You know, I don't know.
We should do like a patron exclusive 5 minutes of biking questions.
Yes.
Holy shit, look at that Hell's Moving Castle thing. Look at it. It's a $300. I thought it would cost more.
No, yeah, right?
That looks crazy.
When they're out of the box, they're significantly cheaper.
Oh, there you go. Shop soiled. Okay, we're here at Book Off in is this Irvine, I guess? Checking out all the figurines. Oh my lord!
Oh shit, that's King. I think that's King Ghidorah.
Wait, is that the one from the one you just watched?
That's the time traveling one, yeah.
Man, oh man, going to a place like this reminds me of just how little anime I actually know. I know I could see that we're in the Hatsune Miku section here anyway. All right, I'm gonna go wander, see if I can find anything that I recognize. Because Frank is completely in heaven here. This is like Jesus. There's a lot of girls doing stretches and wearing skirts and stuff. Okay, here we go. Some beautiful music playing. Is that a Faye Valentine? No. A lot of Naruto stuff. Holy shit. That's One Piece. Man, this is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this many.
Right? It's great. It's
Such
a random collection of stuff. And the stock is always new because people are always selling stuff. So every time you come in here, there's new fruits.
Like trade-ins? Oh, look, Jack Skellington.
I also can't tell sometimes if they're bootleg or real. These are Ava characters with guns.
I'm waiting to see something that I'm like, yes, that's one that I know. Like I need a Cowboy Bebop, or I need I'm just a fucking real obvious anime person. I just like the look of the One Piece ones. I've never watched it, but the character designs, yeah, they're just really cool. All right, I'm gonna walk away from the speaker so at least y'all can hear me. Cool figurines. This just reminded me of all the stuff that I'll never watch. You know, when you're a kid and you're like, oh, I'll get around to that eventually. I'll check out that whole series. I'll read all those mangas. I'm 38 now, folks. Time's fucking running out on media. I gotta pick the battles. Pick my battles here. Oh, I got 1,000,001 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh, soundtracks. What the fuck is that? Is this Street Fighter 2 soundtrack? What the fuck am I looking at? Street Fighter 2. What the fuck? I don't know what this is. Frank, what the fuck am I looking at? What is this?
That looks like Street Fighter 2 soundtrack, but the art is really what is this?
Yeah, this is cast.
Oh, this might be like a Street Fighter character record, like a radio play or radio drama. I think so, if there's voice actors listed.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Yeah.
Like a radio drama, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want it just because it's weird. But then I always feel bad when I get stupid shit like this because I'm like, I'll put it on the background and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But like maybe somebody else really wants this. You know what I mean? And they'll come through someday and then be stuck in my house. It's got like a Ryu and a Chun-Li on the front. In the back, it's got Vega and M. Bison as well. Compact disc, digital audio. Yeah, it's all in Japanese though, so couldn't tell you. Actually, I asked the guy at the counter. Hey man, can I ask you a quick question? Do you know what this is? Is it
It's just pretty much a CD.
But do you know if it's music or if it's?
Like music.
It's probably music. Okay. Okay. Thank you. 1992. So it's the year it came out, right? Was Street Fighter 2 92 or 91? Was it? Yeah. So this came out in I don't know. He reckons it's music.
So I've been watching this show that's called Haruhi, which I do like this character, but it's not the one I'm looking for.
Is this her on a desk?
No, this is a different character. I think she's also from the future. It's a weird anime. She's a time traveler. But I will eventually find one.
I see a Mario Kart thing here. Mario Kart 7.
Oh my god. Is that an actual
Little Yoshi guy.
Charge up? What is it? Oh, it's a remote control.
It's like it's the world's smallest remote control Yoshi. Look at it, it's tiny. This music's great. I don't want to leave the store. I don't want to be in a place that doesn't have this cheerful vibe going on. Do you listen to much J-pop?
Yeah, this is like city pop, like more older 80s, 90s, which is very good. All the bass lines are very good.
City pop. There's a lot of cool shit. You know, it's like a story. It's like I wish I knew all this stuff because I would be. Well, actually, no, I'd probably be just wasting away my kids' college fund. All right, Frank, you made a purchase. We're
Yeah.
we're out of book off anime. Wait, what was the name
I think
officially?
it's just book off.
It's just book off. Just
Yeah.
the one with all the.
But the
anime
one in
shit?
Irvine is just. So like I said, I just started getting into Godzilla. I found a little cute Godzilla figure for $15.
Yeah, it's like 3 inches tall.
Yeah, it's kind of goofy looking like the '90s one. So
It looks like somebody in a suit.
yes, and that's the vibe of it. So now I want to look for the other monsters. There was like a $200 King Ghidorah set, but not that crazy yet. But, my Godzilla collection's going. Last time I was here at Book Off, there was a figure of Haruhi playing guitar. That figure is no longer here.
Oh no,
So
you
that's-
missed your moment.
So that's, but at the time,
FOMO.
at the time I hadn't seen the show. Since then I've watched season 1, so now I'm like, okay, I want it. So
Yeah, there you go.
sometimes I'll see a figure or thing I like, but I don't know anything about the show, so I'll spend some time researching it. That way next time I'm ready to buy.
Cool, yeah.
So it's,
I like it. It's like a gateway. Usually it's the other way around. Usually you're like, oh, I'll watch a thing and then I'll pick up some swag or merch for it, and you're like, no, I'm gonna use this purchasing opportunity to inform my media decisions. It's a fucking flat circle. All right, so we're going to another.
yeah, one more Book Off before they close. This
Is
is
this north or south?
this is a little bit north of it, but not too far.
I love how you're like dragging me 30 miles away, 30
yeah.
minutes from my hotel, just to fill me with your anime
No,
sickness.
I'm always looking for an excuse to go to Book Off. It truly
good
is
time.
the best.
And I'm always looking for an excuse to hang out with Frank
Yeah.
Howley. So.
I mean, I was just at Book Off on a different Book Off on Saturday.
Good stuff. Use offer code Noclip when you're at Book Off.
So we'll time it so that we'll have 30 minutes to look at this Book Off. But
Okay.
there's the Book Offs also sell a lot of mangas. Comic books they sell very cheap. They always just do half off of the listing price. But
Oh.
I once found a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Keep them moving.
Yeah, I once found a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book for like maybe $10, and then I read it and I liked it so much that I was like, oh, I want to get the next one in the set. It turns out it was a $200 out of print book that like I was like, great, so yeah,
That's that.
yeah. So you find some cool stuff at Book Off.
Excellent. All right, we're gonna spare you the drive time. We'll see you in just a minute at Book Off. Okay, we're at the next Book Off. There's a Tokyo Central specialty market, which looks really good, but I'm mostly interested in Shamrock Smoke.
Oh yeah, hell
Look
yeah.
at that vape store. Is it
I
Irish?
do like the cigar sign.
Shamrock, yeah, it looks like a penis. There you go, Shamrock Smoke, my people.
Giant cowboy.
Oh my god, that's their fave Valentine. See, I was in the other store. I was like, I'll see. Oh, dude, they got games. Dude, they got games. They got games. They got games. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they have everything.
Dude,
It's
they
like
Japanese. Oh Jesus. Famicom games. Oh my god, these are amazing. Look at this. You'll find your PS4 Godzilla game now. Watch, there's your PS4 section.
You can get Josh Sawyer to sign copies of New Vegas.
You're like, we're here to talk about Pentiment, I swear. All you GameCube games. Yeah, I'll play Red Faction 2 again. Where's Frank gone? Frank's disappeared. Frank. Oh, where are you? You're here. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Japanese figures section. What is that? Explain what you say. It's a very large lady.
It's called Gal Sister President and Harem Office.
Oh, she's a
lady.
president and harem office.
It's a lady
Wow.
with very giant.
She's a president of a harem. That's
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool job. I wouldn't mind that job. What we got here? World of Warcraft Dragonflight still boxed. Is that an expansion pack I've never heard of?
Oh, you'll find lots of like flipped Blizzard employee stuff here.
Oh, funny. What is this? The Art of Dragonflight. Dragonflight. Am I insane? Is Dragonflight like a fucking
I
expansion
think that's
I
the one
never
that came
played?
out like 2 years ago.
Is
Like,
it?
I think it's one of the more recent.
Am I so out of the loop? That's so funny that this is like it's $185 I think. I can't tell. What is it? There's like a million things there.
So it's
97.
185. It was probably marked down from something more
But it
expensive.
says 97 there, does it? I don't know. What's the first part?
Oh wait.
97.
So that's like I don't know, but yeah, 185 is what
Okay.
it looks like.
Man. There's a Gears of War 3 Special Edition Expo. Oh, you're right. Look, Overwatch is here. That's so funny. It's like the Overwatch, the PC DVD version. That's the one they sent out to everyone. Watch Dogs 2. Far Cry 6 Collector's Edition. This is the one with the flamethrower, isn't it? Yep. Man, this is crazy. Oh, there's two more. Oh, God, there's so many WoW ones. This is so funny. There's so much WoW stuff. That's very funny. If we see a bunch of Obsidian stuff, we should Should rat on whoever did it tomorrow. Frank's disappeared once again into the. Oh, here you are. There's like straight up like every collector's edition of World of Warcraft.
Really?
Yeah, like all of them there. And then I saw a Quake Champions collector's edition.
Is that game still live?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, we're gonna get popped by YouTube. YouTube copyright's gonna get us. By Weezer's gonna grab us exactly. All right, we ended up with quite a haul in the end. It turned out Frank found the video game book section / strategy guide section.
And art books, yeah.
You got the fucking WoW Atlas, which came out in like 2006, maybe? I remember I have my copy of this. I still have my copy I bought when I got it ordered, I think, in Ireland. You got this for like $7?
Yeah, it was $7.50. It's something I've always wanted to
Wow.
keep an eye out. Because we're so close to Irvine, all these local book offs have so many used Blizzard merch.
Right. I got a bunch of them. We'll just get in the car. Better sound. Ugh. And then we'll sign off on this very odd episode of the Noclip podcast. Thank you for your... Sorry, Noclip Crewcast. Thank you for your patience. Can I show them these fucking plastic...
Yeah.
These plastic takeaway bags are not up to the task.
No, for like 30 cents more, you can get a tote. I've usually
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Should have done that.
I forgot to tell you.
Shouldn't offer me. I didn't know. Enter the Matrix official strategy guide. It was like $4, $5. I have this was the big ticket item, the Fallout 3 strategy guide, which is easily like 200 pages. It's fucking huge. That was $30. I got StarCraft, the official strategy guide, and I got Brood War. They were about $5 each. Explain this thing.
What'd you get?
You
got...
fucking found this.
Oh.
I bought it, but you found it.
So we found something that's called the BlizzCon book, a celebration of our community. This was released at BlizzCon 2018, and it's like a visual history of BlizzCon. Like every year, every game featured, the goodie bags, the DLC, that the art musical guests. Weird Al performed 2016. Linkin Park was 2015. This looks like something that was either sold at BlizzCon
probably, or given away.
Or given away to
Yeah.
employees. But Tenacious D played 2010. MCs Jay Moore in 2010.
Jay Moore,
The
the fucking comedian. We have on the tape archive. We have him doing the
yeah.
Dice Awards, I think. Hosting it.
Patton Oswalt hosted BlizzCon 2008. That's a pretty good get. Jay Moore has always been their person. This is kind of crazy. It's for $5.
That's for $5, and then also for $10, the official authorized strategy guide, the Quake strategy guide, which I did not think they had one. And I shit you not, I need to like tweet pictures of this.
Oh, please, yeah.
It looks like somebody remade the levels in like a CAD software, like a software you'd use to like computer aided design for like architecture or something. Or they kind of look like they're drawn by people. Like this looks like the CAD software that like I used in high school.
Yeah, and for the font for all this, they're using like the Mario 64 font, which is wild.
It's fucking, look at this shit. This is the most like 1997 thing I've ever seen.
Now it is an authorized strategy guide.
It
so
is.
It's a real deal.
Kevin Perry and Ed Deal.
It's
the real deal, Ed Deal.
Its name is on it. So.
Its name, Ventana, all the good stuff. There's a picture of a fucking knight in the back.
This retailed for $20 20 years ago.
Well, it's,
30
it's
years
not
ago.
that cheap considering then.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I guess that's it. Thank you all for tuning into this wild and wacky episode of the Noclip Crewcast. Thank you, Frank, for driving me all around SoCal.
Yeah, like I said, any excuse to go to book off. There's like 10 book offs in Orange County and LA. They're opening one in Arizona. I'm now.
Frank's driving and I don't have my seatbelt on,
No,
so I'm
it's
just gonna quickly.
it's California. We don't care. Yeah, no, I don't know. I like. I don't know. I always look at retro stores as pop culture museums. You can go down any aisle and just find it, and I love it. And again, we live in an age where everything's digital media, and I don't know. I've always adored physical media. Like again, throwing it back, my dad would take me to Amoeba Records as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know. I just like flipping through things, even if you don't buy anything. It's fun to laugh with friends, but then you always walk away with really crazy stuff. So.
And we did today.
Yeah, I got a Godzilla figure and a World of Warcraft Atlas. I'm a happy boy.
I got a bunch of strategy guides for games that I beat a long time ago. But we'll use some in B-roll.
Yeah.
We're always looking for B-roll for no-clip projects. Not much Obsidian stuff there.
No.
So they're not as shitty about selling all their free merch as the Blizzard employees, or maybe there's just a lot more Blizzard employees.
Yeah.
Who knows? Thank you all so much. Please check out Noclip Crew. Check out the Patreon. Join as a free member if you want to support us. Patreon.com/Noclip Crew. We will always have free membership on that, at least in some way, even if we eventually do stick on some paid tiers, which we may or may not. Depends how the whole thing goes. The Monkey Island documentary, I'm hoping, will be out soon enough. It's up for early access patrons right now. It's 90 minutes, all about Return to Monkey Island. Big nostalgia fest, so if you're a big fan of those early Monkey Island games, there's shed loads of us going back in time and talking about the design of Monkey Island 1 and 2 in particular. Loads of good nostalgia and memories there. Still working on Dwarf Fortress, Hyperlight. Episode 3 will be going up as well, Hyperlight Breaker. We did see one Hyperlight Drifter art book in that store as well. It was really good to see it. But yeah, until next week, we'll have a regularly scheduled podcast. Keep it cool, and we'll see you next time around. Visit your local bookstore. Bye. Say bye, Frank.
Bye.